mean, what, like, it's just literally at every turn, there's some new thing you gotta sweep away. Yeah, they've got a moustache and they look like that, but, you know, they really think they're a woman. Yeah, they got a deep voice, but they can't help that. That's what they were born with, but they think they're a woman. Why admit this? Because these lefties have created these, like, hug boxing communities where any dissent against any antisocial type behavior is completely, like, not allowed. You can just come and say all sorts of crazy shit about what a deranged antisocial freak you are, and they'll go, oh, I feel bad for you, I'm sorry for that.
I also learned that I almost definitely have DID, dissociative identity disorder, and
every second there's some new devastating piece of information. Draining taxpayers to fund the landlord. We hate landlords. That's why I'm on state benefits, so the taxpayer can pay my rent instead. I've never actually thought of it like that before. Patricia Taxxon is a trans YouTuber that did music for BreadTube back in the day. I don't really know if I call Patricia Taxxon like a trans shitto. Like, they do have some, I mean, well, I guess maybe if you're, like, not into the BreadTube stuff. But they've got, like, some level of public attention or knowledge. I mean, this angle doesn't really... Looking good! Looking good! Looking good! I mean... There's another angle just to really give the full, like, 360, or, you know, not 360, but all the relevant angles you'd want to see. And this is the way that they represent themselves in profile pictures.
Off depressed people.
2 seconds after opening Chud's stream and Terry's already got on my screen.
Hey, Musty, hope you're well. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, mate. Yes, we are. It's only a short segment. You've come in at just like literally a short gawk segment, okay? Anyway, guys, dude, you're making me say mean things, okay? I didn't mean like that, okay? They're a trans woman that deserves respect. Okay, let's knock it off. Anyway, come on. So they released this mental health update. What was the other stuff of theirs that we watched? Didn't they release a bunch of deranged videos? I vaguely remember. Oh, this was it. Yes, I remember now. On the ethics of boinking animal people. A year ago. That's what we watched. Yes, I remember now. Okay. So it looks like they've just done some sort of animation stuff.
Alright, there we go.
I mean...
Okay, that's wonderful.
I don't want to
How do
be
I make
mean.
money off depressed people.
But I mean, come on, man. Like, give me a break, dude. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you. I mean, it's just like, it's outrageous. Is it not outrageous? Is it not totally outrageous? Like, come on, come on, come on. What the fuck, dude? Like, I'm genuinely not trying to be mean. I'm genuinely not trying to be harsh or mean. It's just like, it is a lot to ask, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's a lot. It is a lot to ask. You are asking for people to be Mr. Magoo, okay? That's what you're asking for. Oh
Okay,
yeah, that's a
wonderful.
beautiful woman.
How do I make money off depressed people?
They look like a cross between Moist Critical and Onslow from Keeping Up Appearances.
Thank you for the $5, Jean-Luc Descartes. It is a monumental request, yes. Look, I know what they look like. I know they've got a moustache. I know that, I get it. But look, they say that they've got this trans thing going on and they really believe that they're a woman. So could you please possibly like just kind of turn a blind eye? Is that possible? Okay. Anyway, I don't want to make this about appearances, okay? Come on. Let's just listen to the mental health update. I mean, to be honest, if I was a trans woman and looked like that, I'd be depressed too, really.
Depressed people.
Truly. Thank you for the super chats, guys. I've seen more feminine death metal musicians. Very good. Thank you.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how
Gas
do
is
I
rocking.
make
I'm sorry, but
money
please
off
censor
depressed
this to
people?
some degree. Well, I don't think that we're going to see... Okay. No more face. No more face. No more face. Don't worry. We've got this little icon to represent them now. Mental health update. By the looks of it, not well.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do
Guys
I
are
make
sick.
money off depressed people?
It may be too short for you, but it's too long for us. Thank you, Podcopter, for the super chat. Dude, this is the problem. This is the fundamental issue that you're going to run into. Is there's the narrative of we can always tell. I get that. Yep, sure. I think there's probably some people that are more passing, but whatever. There's some people that just don't pass, though. And it is asking a lot to expect people to just blindly state that they look the way that they don't. I mean, people are just not going to want to do it, you know? There's like a spectrum with this stuff. And I think there's probably a point where people are going to go, unless you're like really like Ben Shapiro-esque, sex-based pronouns, whatever, you're probably going to be like, okay, fair enough. She, her, you look the part, whatever. I'll turn a blind eye from my own exact perspective. And then you get people who have just got a moustache. And it's like, you're on a fucking hiding to nothing with that. You are not going to get a normal person to, you know, like reasonably and like honestly look at you and go, I am comfortable calling this person a woman. There is an element of like lying to yourself to do that. I mean, it's just the way it is, dude. Like, look at me. If I said I was a woman, I'd be asking a lot of you to say that and think that and you know, because the thing is, to call someone like she, her, you need to make a conscious effort to do it in your head. If I look like this and I said I'm she, her, actually, like you have to take action to not believe what you believe and say it, because you are not genuinely believing that I'm a woman. You look at me and you think, you got a fucking beard, mate. What are you on about? You got a fucking beard. So, you know, it's tough. It is tough. Trying to be nice. Trying to be nice, guys. Look, Patricia is obviously on a bad fucking, you know, situation with the mental health. So I'm trying to be nice about it, okay?
Hey, it's Patty. If you follow me on Tumblr, you probably know what's been going on, but I thought I'd drop by to give a little update for my YouTube audience, for a bit of transparency for why everything has been so slow recently.
Oh, God, and the voice. Oh, God, imagine that, dude. Imagine bringing someone to a party. This is my friend Patricia. Yeah. Okay, Patricia. Oh, hi, Patricia. Hello, I'm Patricia. Oh. Another fucking stumbling. That's another stumbling block right there, isn't it? That's another problem. Another barrier, should we say. Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
Don't worry, it's nothing life-threatening. Just a confluence of a lot of little things that have left me pretty mentally incapacitated. I haven't had the energy to listen to music for several months now, let alone make it. Firstly, symptoms of stagnation. I lived with my parents for too long. Like, I know I talk pretty well and I come off as reasonably sound in my videos, I hope, but I have a lot of support needs and I relied on my parents for a lot of things.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, bro. Dude, it is kind of fun to think about, like, how would you handle this if you were like some lefty trying to present this favorably to your audience? I mean, what, like, it's just literally at every turn, there's some new thing you got to sweep away. Yeah, they've got a moustache and they look like that, but, you know, they really think they're a woman. Yeah, they got a deep voice, but they can't help that. That's what they were born with, but they think they're a woman. Yeah, they got some deranged thing where they rely on their parents and they're a total worthless wretch, incapable of engaging with society. But, you know, you're a lefty, aren't you? You're supposed to get, like, come on. It's just so impossible, dude. And when you're a progressive, this is the kind of shit that you're expected to sweep for, man. Yeah, they jerk yeah, they jerk off to themselves in the mirror, but it's not a fetish. Oh, fucking hell, man. It's just too much. It's too much to expect of people. People have just got natural lines. They're going to draw natural lines, and there's a lot here to see. I mean, I don't know. What is it they say? You can't polish a turd, guys.
It was also, frankly, killing me to be around them for various personal reasons. I spent years just kind of staying in my room out of fear that I'd have to talk with them if I left, and
Oh my God. Oh! What's that? You fucking a literal bed blob. What? Why admit this? Because these lefties have created these like hug boxes communities where any dissent against any antisocial type behavior is completely like not allowed. So you can just come and say all sorts of crazy shit about what a deranged antisocial freak you are, and they'll go, "Oh, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry for that." I mean, oh god, dude, bleak. This is bleak. Bleak palate cleanser. Hopefully they don't end it all. That's my hope, is they'll have some positive messages at the end.
along with this, a bit embarrassingly, I was developing a lot of uncomfortable physical symptoms that I think have been narrowed down to my deviated septum, but which also caused a lot of issues with generally feeling right in my head and to
Literally falling apart at the seams. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, now we're going to get to the positives, I'm sure. Come on.
able to listen to and make music, which, of course, I started obsessing over because of various mental illnesses. But I have since replaced the numbness of stagnation with the pain of growth, which is also extremely disruptive, but at least it's progress, right? I got a septoplasty, for one. It turns out you're actually supposed to be able to comfortably breathe through your nose, but we're yet to see if the other symptoms will finally clear.
But how do I
No,
make
deviated
money
septum is like a
off
problem with your
depressed
nose. I
people?
don't know exactly,
The
but
best outcome of this
Okay, that's
situation
wonderful.
is a death
But
from
how do I make
testicular
money
cancer and
off
die as a
depressed people?
beautiful, I'm afraid to talk to humans.
Very true,
even
an
my
Austrian painter.
parents. That's why I politely post on YouTube.
And Silent But Dudley, thank you very much for the super chats. Thank you, appreciate that. Deviated septum happens when the thin wall between the nasal passages, called the nasal septum, is off to one side. I see. Okay. So it's one of these bad boys. Lovely, lovely Patricia here was suffering from one of these bad boys. Oh my god, dude. Awful. Awful business.
Clear up. I also learned that I almost definitely have DID, dissociative identity disorder, and
Every second there's some new devastating piece of information that makes them look stupider and stupider at every turn. And they've got the ID as well. Wow, incredible.
I'm a plural system. And, of course, after 4 to 8 alters discovered each other, everything went haywire, and it's difficult to remember things that happened over a day ago. And lastly, I moved out. I'm in an apartment right now. It's going all right. Everything is...
Hey, okay, look, there was a lot of bad there, but look. Patricia's plural system, what that means is you have got various different personalities living within you, and they come to the forefront at any given time. Yes, I've covered the DID stuff quite a bit, and yeah, I do not obviously agree with the internet, expression of dissociative identity disorder. Like, it tends to be like internet bullshit, basically. Sorry, she did the bare minimum as an adult. Yes. Well done.
is in my favor, basically. I have carers and benefits. I'm still in the same...
Wait, what? Carers? Now they stay locked up in an apartment with a set of characters in their head as their social life instead of their childhood bedroom, avoiding mum and dad. Oh god, dude. No wonder these lefties support fucking the state so much. Jesus. They'd crumble to bits if the state wasn't there to prop them up.
There you go. And lastly, I moved out. I'm in an
Good.
apartment right now. It's going all right. Everything is in my favor, basically. I have carers and benefits. I'm still in the same town. I bought a big, stupid digital piano so I can practice and improvise outside of work while my emotions grow back. But, as you might...
You bought, boy? I've got carers. I need the state to prop me up. But I got myself a piano. Well, I don't know. Maybe they do have some income. I don't know. Maybe they do have some income. Maybe I'm being a bit unreasonable there. Or no, they did say that, like, yeah, they are reliant on state benefits at the moment, right? Draining taxpayers to fund the landlord. We hate landlords. That's why I'm on state benefits, so the taxpayer can pay my rent instead. I've never actually thought of it like that before.
might imagine, this is also an extremely disruptive thing to have happen in the middle of getting surgery and having a bunch of creatures start vying for control over the body. And, side note, I'm just gonna soapbox for a second. You might have DID without knowing it. It's...
Oh my god, bro. No. No. The chances of a viewer having DID are, like, so fucking slim, dude. How many views has this got? 43,000. I mean, I don't know what the rate is exactly, but it's so fucking rare. It's so rare. You might be 6 ninjas and not even know it. I mean, this just promotes, like, false belief that you've got these medical conditions when you don't.
far more mundane and common than you think it is. You don't need to hear voices in your head or...
No! That's wrong! It is not mundane and common. That is wrong. It is rare, and in cases where it does arguably exist, it is, like, devastating to the people that suffer from it. And they've got to be in, like, mental institutes and, you know, receive dedicated psychiatric care and shit like that. They have blackouts, they can't remember. All this shit you see online is nonsense. Where it's like, "Ooh, I'm Simon today. Hi, I'm Simon, and I'm a 6-year-old alter." It's like nonsense. And also, it is controversial as to whether it exists at all. But anyway, without getting into all of that part of it, it's like delusional to act like this is something that a viewer could have and it's common and mundane. It just isn't. It's not true. The likelihood of having dissociative disorder is low, as it's considered a rare condition. Prevalence estimates vary, but studies suggest it affects about 0.1 to 1% of the general population. Higher rates are reported in a clinical setting, like psychiatric populations, where it may be 1 to 5%. Right. So if you're in a psych ward, it's more likely you might have it, but that's because you're a bunch of mental people there. But in the general population, it could be as low as 0.1% to 1%. Right. It's rare, it's mundane and common, though, according to Patricia here.
Wake up in random places without knowing how you got there. It can just be a kind of depression that makes your memory spotty, a sense that something terrible happened to you, but that feels like it happened to someone else, leaving you suspiciously unscathed. My system shares memories and broad fields of the brain. I don't notice switches in the moment. It's a covert disorder, and you're not supposed to be consciously aware of it. All of us feel like we're making it up too. If you're worried you're faking, then fake it. Even if you're wrong, you might come out of your deception with a more holistic and respectful perspective on your internal parts.
Okay, I don't know if I like the idea that you should just fake having mental health disorders. I mean, I think that's probably a bad concept to promote and could be quite draining on various resources that are, you know, crucially often underfunded and not supported, or might cost you money yourself. Yeah, dude, fake it till you make it for mental illness is pretty wild, man. Probably not a good idea to fake having mental disorders and potentially, you know, suckle up resources, I would say. That's okay, though, don't worry. The state is paying for my rent. The state is paying for my psychiatric visit, a fake having did. I'm fucking laughing.
Okay, that's wonderful.
I'm laughing
But
all the
how
way
do
to
I
the
make
bank.
money off depressed people.
You got Jake being strapped down and forced into a loony bin where he had the time of his life and peaked.
Yes.
Versus this person being lazy and cosplaying.
Thank you for the super chat. Very true, Flip Flop. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Don't worry about me. I'm just a quirko schizo.
Okay, side note over. So, if you
Yeah,
can...
plus, if you fake it good enough, you get money from the government for free, guys. The government just gives you a bunch of money. It's brilliant.
Believe it, I am working on things for the channel. There's a lot of half-finished albums that I want to go back to, but it's been a long time since I've been able to work consistently, and I don't know how long it'll take for me to get the engine back up.
Do you know what is kind of like tragic about Patricia Taxxon? Is I actually like Patricia's music is like electronic music. It's actually like pretty good at times. So it's just kind of funny that like they're this deranged like person, because the music's actually okay. Kind of unfortunate, really. Unfortunate. You know, I remember like listening to some of the music on like BreadTube videos years ago, and it was always like, I like the music. Person's a bit, you know, ugh. Shame about the person. Shame about the person.
Right now, I'm putting some elbow grease into just a depression recovery album. It sounds like a lot of stuff I've already made. I hope that's okay. I'm still working on soundtracks, of course, because those find a way to get finished, somehow. Mandelbrot Hall finally has its animatic time-locked, so I can start work on music for my scenes, which I'm excited about. Oh, and I'm working on a video essay, too. It's about, the Melanie Martinez album and film K-12, and it's gonna be my longest video. Like, I wanted to try out the whole comfy, rewatchable, long video essay trend, but I couldn't manage more than an hour and a half. The visuals are being put together.
Oh my god, dude. Go and speak to Quinton Reviews with his 9-hour video about some slop Nickelodeon TV show. God, those videos, man. I mean, dude, I don't know. I'm hypocritical, really, because I do long streams and long segments sometimes, but I just can't imagine doing a 9-hour video about Victorious or whatever the fucking show is. Dark Viper could do 3 hours on no sleep. This lazy slob can't even handle 1.5 hours. Yep, true.
Together right now. Work is slow because of all the aforementioned mental health hurdles, but also the knowledge that there's going to be a copyright battle when it's done and her fans are going to end my life. I'm about halfway done editing, though. Things are probably going to keep being slow for a while, honestly. It's hard to recover from the burnout of specifically not doing anything for years. I'm trying my best, though, and I hope you'll be here after I'm out. Thanks.
So there we go, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that is just a little update from Patricia Taxxon. And what an update it was, packed with content, incredible stuff, although not in the way that Patricia probably intended.
For a lot of things.
The burnout of doing nothing, yeah. I'm so burnt out doing very little for a long time. It's really tough. I mean, I think also there's probably like BreadTube was easy money for these people for a long time, for like years. So I think that now the kind of gold rush has ended. I think people are probably struggling. Probably struggling, really. Oh, and they've got Did as well, haven't they? Forgot about that part. They got Did too. Right, guys. Oh, dude. It was with both regret and satisfaction that we go back to the... Basically, it's like the mines are closed. There's like barriers over it. But I'm certain there's still a bit of gold in there. So in the dead of night, I slip behind the do not enter barrier. Go back into the mine. Try and dig for some gold. Yes! I'm going to farm pirate software a little bit more. Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. I need to take a quick break first, literally just a minute. So whilst I do that, why not check out some of the previous pirate software coverage? I do actually have some stuff that I haven't exactly covered yet, so I think hopefully it should be good. This pirate is getting stripped of all his gold.
As a game developer who worked as game engine and tools developer on Helldivers 2.
Huh? Soggy Cereal worked on Helldivers 2? Yeah, dude, dude. I don't like this. I don't agree with it. I'm not going to support it. That's the end of it. Why, like,